everyone, welcome back to Garden Reviews. Out in the tool shed once again, and it's going to be a fun one, and you know why. It's KC Tool. Two little boxes here. Got to order some stuff around July 4th. They were running some pretty cool sales, so took advantage of that. And today we're going to be using good old Fiskar. You can take these apart. I just kind of realized this is kind of what they're meant for. You can take them apart and like open a package. So I'm like, wow, let's try that out. Let's see how it actually works. Some nice scissors here from Fiskar. Actually work pretty good for box opening type stuff. So let's get into the first one here. Go. You don't need the packing slip. Let's see what we've got though. Get out of there. Okay, right up here on top, they were running an awesome little deal. This is a Witte bottle opener. Let's pop that open, take a look at it. I don't think I've ever used any Witte tools. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong, but it's a W-I-T-T-E. You can see them on KC Tools website, obviously. This is the Max Pro, so it's kind of got their Max Pro screwdriver handle, and that is comfortable. It's basically feels like a rubber overmold, and then you have these actual cork inlays, which is really nice. The shape on it is a little different. Hopefully you can kind of see it there. It's basically kind of like this triangular shape, but very, very comfortable. Obviously it's a bottle opener, so limited uses there, but just to get a good feel for the actual grip and how their screwdrivers would feel. I mean, if the steel on them holds up and everything, that could be a really nice option. Again, this is the Max Pro Nature from Witte, and that's just kind of their fun little bottle opener that I think they were giving those away if you ordered, placed an order through KC Tool at the time. So pretty cool. As always, you get the little bit of thanks. I love these little cards. They throw in a nice, I think this is made by KC Tool, or someone makes it for KC Tool. Who is it? I can't tell right now, but it's made in Germany, and they actually work really well. I took my other bit of thanks, and I was using it on my Festool TPC, the 18.4, and I was using it for driving in some drywall fasteners and stuff like that, and it worked really well. Like it's been holding up really good. There's no real signs of wear, so it's a quality bit, whoever's making it. Up here we go, another one, Knipex, however you like to say it. I usually say Knipex, but for Knipex, all kinds of different things. So you know them, you love them. They make some of the best pliers in the world, really second to none, honestly. This pair in particular, I've been wanting to get these because I don't really have a good pair like this. This is the twin grips, and there they are. Check those out. So these do have the it's the two-part comfort handle. I'm trying to remember what they call those specifically. It's the multi-component handles, so they're really, really comfortable. It's my preferred handle that Knipex offers. Their insulated one is really similar. It's kind of like a multi-component, but it's a little bit different, obviously, for insulating purposes. But and then of course the plastic dip ones are great as well, but this is my preferred, and this is the twin grip. So if you guys aren't familiar with this, it's basically kind of like a screw. You could think of it like a screw extraction plier. So a kind of traditional looking design, but here on the front you can kind of see that jaw, the way that profile is there. Hopefully that's coming in well on the camera. It just works really well for grabbing onto odd shaped, bolts, screws, something like that. Maybe something you stripped out. You can get a lot of good like torque on there and really grab it, bite into it, and remove it. So this would definitely be just something handy to have in like an everyday carry bag, something like that to have in your truck, because you always run into situations like that where you really need to grab something. You're not too concerned about damaging it further. You just got to get it out, and this is the plier to do it. Now what makes this really cool is obviously you've got your typical Knipex push button style. So you push that, and that is going to open up, and let's see. So you can kind of see that jaw now. It's a little bit open, and so that's going to give you a wider range there. and then it all opens all the way up to about there. So you can get a really, really wide range of working potential there. That's as wide as that goes, and then obviously you can slide that back closed. Very, very nice. I really have come to just really like all this push button type stuff from Knipex. It holds up really well. I've had no issues with breakage, dirt, anything like that. They just work so well, and it's always seems a little bit more precise and a little bit more like straightforward in use compared to like your typical like a channel lock or like a slip joint or something like that. And that's basically what this is going to replace, is something like a slip joint. And I just really like that. It opens up a lot of possibilities. So that is the Knipex twin grip with the multi-component handle. Of course, you got oh, what do they got here? Well, this is the seasonal. So let's see, it is summer. So right now they've got a bunch of Halder stuff going on, which is hammers, mallets, all that good stuff. I have a Halder. I hope I'm pronouncing all these correctly. I was a Halder. Halder mallet, and it is very, very nice. So I can attest to the quality there. Good stuff. Of course, you get your awesome sticker pack. Gotta love the sticker packs. Those are fun. Those are a lot of fun. But this was what I was really, really excited about. The rest, I think, is just paper down in there. So we'll remove that. Check that out. Wera. This is their special edition America USA style screwdriver set. Very, very awesome, and they're running a great deal over the 4th of July, which is really cool. So you get your typical Wera screwdrivers. These do have the laser tip on them. They're the craft form, of course, and it is basically done up red, white, and blue. You gotta love it. I'm gonna pull this off here. Let's see if I can. I might have to just cut it. I was gonna try and slide that off all nice and clean like, but it doesn't look like it's gonna. But I can't, I'm too far now. I can't stop and cut it. There we go. I don't know why that was so important, but okay. So let's open this up. Check this out. So this is what it's gonna look like if you guys were to order a set. Awesome. Got your nice little screwdriver tray here. So if you are working out like in a shed or a shop or something like that, and you got the space on the wall, you can mount that right on there, and then you can organize all your screwdrivers there. It's really, honestly, it's kind of a nice little thing that they throw in there. You know, it's decent, probably some sort of like ABS plastic. Feels pretty solid. I kind of wish I had more options for using an accessory like this. So I just don't have a good space. I could put it up in the shed here, but I actually don't do a whole lot of work out of this shed, just because I'm a contractor, so most of the time I'm on the road doing work. So but very nice little system. I'm not sure what the backside's for. Can you store them vertically? Maybe that's what that's for. See, there's 6 there. That's a good question. That's kind of interesting. It looks like it's designed for a purpose. So if anyone knows, throw that in the comments. I'd appreciate that. But let's get to the main part of the show here. Here they are. Wera craft form. Ooh, get a cool Tool Rebel sticker with that. Leave that with the stickers. Here they are though. Red, white, and blue. And you got to love it. Like I said, it's got the laser tip in there, which actually does work incredibly well. So it's not magnetized. I believe you can get one of the, obviously you can get like a magnetizer, demagnetizer, and use it and it would work. But this actually does an incredibly good job of grabbing on to your screw head and not letting go. It grabs very, very well. I've been very impressed. This is the smaller, let's see, it's a 0.8 flathead, so slotted, so you can see that there. But the grips on these, if you guys have ever used a Wera, you know it, you love it. They're just, it's a very comfortable grip. They're interesting. It's different than say something like this, but they do fit really well. So on these ones though, just to be aware, you're not going to get the indication on the top. So typically with the Wera screwdrivers, and a lot of other brands actually, they'll put the size on there and what you're grabbing. But because these are kind of a special edition, these do not have that. Not too big of a deal. It is printed right there on the side. And typically, at least in my use case, I'm just able to kind of pull, and I'll pull up far enough to see the blade and make sure I know it's the size I want. And I usually organize them so I have like all of my flats, or all my Phillips together, all of my slotted, and then I can kind of just grab, and I know, okay, well, the one on the farthest left or right or something is my largest size. And so that's kind of how I organize it. So it wasn't too big of a deal that they're not labeled there. But if you do want to use these every day, just beware, it's not there on these. And you basically end up with, let me grab them all out here, you end up with a decent little size range of Phillips and slotted, as well as, again, check that out. It's a nice looking bottle opener. The important things, right? So I think I just, probably in my household, I probably just doubled the amount of bottle openers we had. I think I had one bottle opener in the entire house. And now we have 3, so there you go. That's how that works. Starting out with the Phillips, end up with a Phillips 2 and a Phillips 1. This is a 80, I think it's 80 millimeter shaft length. This is 100. So you get the 2 Phillips. Both of those do have the laser tips on there, which is very nice. And then getting into the slotted, got a wide range here. You end up with 4, anywhere from, this is 1.2, and it's a 150. So it's 1.2 by 6.5, and it's a 150 millimeter shaft. That does have the laser tip, so that's kind of your big beefy one there. And then you get into your, this is the 1 by 5.5, and it is 125 shaft length, laser tipped, very nice. And then we end up into the, this is a 0.8 by 4, and it is a 100 laser tipped. And then lastly, this one does not have the laser tip. It's so fine, I don't think any of them at this point do from Wera. I could be wrong about that, but this is the 0.5 by 3, and I'm not even sure the shaft length. It doesn't even show on there, but it's actually, I think it's going to be basically the same as the Phillips 80, so it looks like it's close to an 80 millimeter shaft length there. I think that's millimeter, right? I have no idea. This is America. It's red, white, and blue. We're still marking in millimeters. Just teasing. Anyways, very cool. This was an awesome set. And of course they're Wera, so you're getting that Wera quality. They're kind of a special edition thing. I will definitely still use them just because they're an awesome tool. It's too nice of a tool not to use. I'm not sure what's in this last box, honestly. I don't remember what else I had ordered. So let's get into that real quick, and let's see here. That was a horrible place, I just realized, to put my... So with these, real quick, the Fiskars here, I love these scissors. They've held up really well, and I've abused them. I've cut through a bunch of stuff that I wasn't supposed to with a pair of scissors. But you can disassemble them. You can kind of clean them up if you need to, oil them. But the idea is you can take them like this, and you can kind of use that blade to open stuff up. And I don't know why I just did it, but it's almost like, if you're not paying attention to the profile, I just stuck my finger on the sharp part and tried to open the box the wrong way. So apparently I haven't drank enough coffee this morning. I think that's the problem. All right. That's what it was. Okay, that makes sense. Now it all came flooding back to me. Here we are. I have heard so much about this stuff, and I've never seen it in person, never used it, but having a good way to clean up tools and any metal parts is awesome. Now this is, I think it's pronounced ballistol, something like that. This has been around apparently forever. I've never used it, but everything I've heard, it's great. It's just a really solid, like kind of a penetrating oil. It'll clean tools up. And of course, being in oil, it'll kind of keep them running a really long time, which is important. If you go out and you get some nice high quality tools like this, these are still prone to rust, right? I mean, they do what they can. This is probably like a, what do they call it, an amortized finish or something like that. But you get this wet enough and you leave it alone, it can rust up. You don't want to ruin a good tool like that. Same with your screwdrivers, everything. So my thought was, well, let's grab some of this. It's really not too expensive, and let's give it a shot and see how it holds up. And they claim it's eco-friendly, skin safe, so all good stuff there. But kind of at the end of the day, depending on the job I'm doing, I like to just kind of take, you know, usually it only takes like maybe 10 minutes. Just take everything, get everything out, especially the stuff that you know is just really dirty or got a bunch of water exposure or something like that. Just lay it out real quick, get some of the blue shop towels, spray them down, wipe them off. I had been using a little bit of, I can't remember the other one that I've used before. Fluid film. There we go. Just came to me. Fluid film, and that works great too. But it can kind of be a little thick sometimes, and so you really have to kind of work it in. And it's not quite like a penetrating oil necessarily. It's not quite as, like I said, it's a little bit more thick. It's almost kind of comes out like a gel sometimes. So you're not getting that really liquid tendency. And usually you can get it into all the nooks and crannies you need it to, but I figured, hey, let's give this a shot. Ballastol, last thing I ordered, that's going to be handy. The spray nozzle seems pretty decent. That's always important. You can shut it off there. And yeah, that was my KC Tool little unboxing haul that I got over the 4th of July. Some awesome stuff. If you guys have any questions, as always, drop them in that comment section. It's a mosquito. Did you see that move? That was like a ninja. That was pretty good. I'm kind of proud of that. So yeah, drop your comments down in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button if you wouldn't mind. I appreciate it, and I have been enjoying talking with all you guys. So as always, let me know what you guys are thinking, and I will catch you guys in the next one.